The League of United Latin American Citizens, LULAC, says it will formally ask the U.S. Justice Department to investigate Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's raids on the homes of Hispanics as part of an election integrity investigation. Fox 4's Sean Rabb joins us with the story. Sean.
During a San Antonio news conference, LULAC made the claim that the Attorney General's so-called election integrity investigation, in their words, is simply an attempt to suppress the vote among Latino voters. And we heard from one woman who last week had a knock on her door at 6 in the morning. She says she opened the door in her nightgown, and there were 2 handfuls of investigators on her front porch.
I went to the door, and 9 officers from the Attorney General's office walked in, and they had a search warrant.
Lydia Martinez is one of a half dozen or so in South Texas served with search warrants last week by investigators in the Attorney General's office looking for proof of election wrongdoing in the 2022 elections in Bexar, Atascosa, and Frio counties. It's why LULAC says it will formally ask the Justice Department to investigate Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton's office.
We didn't break any laws. All we did was go out there to increase the political participation of the Latino community. That's the only thing that we're doing.
Audrey Lewis, the Republican district attorney for 2 of the counties, prompted the investigation with the referral to the Attorney General's office. In a statement, the AG's office says it was a 2-year investigation looking into voter fraud and vote harvesting allegations, and that it executed multiple search warrants. The statement saying no further comment will be given on the still active case. LULAC says the home searched with items seized in some cases involved a candidate running for office in South Texas and others who worked or volunteered for the campaign. The group critical of Paxton.
Using his office to come in and terrorize our community, terrorize grandmothers, terrorize, little old ladies that are only doing nothing but trying to help our community get to the polls.
There's not enough information right now to know what the merits of this are.
SMU political science professor Cal Gilson says the legislature's made changes to the state's election laws.
It's entirely possible that there are some aspects of elections in South Texas that have violated these new laws. But it's also possible that the Attorney General's office is in pursuit of the idea of election integrity being under threat in Texas and then being vigilant against it. So until we hear more details about what is actually happening here, it's hard to know on the merits who's right and who's wrong.
LULAC vows to keep pushing to turn out the Latino vote.
That pathway to justice and equality in our community is at the ballot box. So if they think that they're going to stop our community from coming out, they've got another thing coming.
So the next steps for LULAC to lay out their concerns in a formal letter that then would move on asking the feds to come in and investigate. As for the Attorney General's office, it says that whenever a county attorney or district attorney requests the probe, they will do so. It's their job, they say, to preserve every Clary's legal vote.